first of all, my name is Sherri. I live in Anderson, South Carolina, and I've had chronic back pain for many years. I've tried all kinds of treatments, procedures. That's what led me to PMR. When I moved back home in 2018, I needed to get some help, some relief, and that's how I found Dr. Terzella. Yeah. So my back pain that I'm going through before treatment, as it relates to my back pain, I just remember I was always an athlete, and I was a gym rat at one point, and I was actually doing yoga, and I was trying to do tree pose, and all of a sudden this searing back pain just would not even allow me to stand up straight. And I had to leave the yoga studio. I just had to sit outside, and I'm like, what is going on with my back? I've never had an injury. I was never in like an accident or anything like that. The back pain just seemed to have come out of nowhere as far as I'm concerned. Everything just kind of manifested from there, and that's when I started seeking help. And at that time, this was like 2010, 2011. I was still living in Atlanta, Georgia at the time. So, and that's what I said. I've done all the procedures where chiropractic therapy, physical therapy, epidurals, procedures known as Arasti, which I did when I moved to Texas, massage therapy. Pretty much everything but surgery I had started doing, because I didn't even have a diagnosis really until I came to Dr. Terzella. And that turned out to be arthritis and degenerative disc disease. I found PPMR through an internet search, really. I looked for pain management specialists that, met the needs that I was looking for, or, as far as what my pain was about. And that's what led me to Dr. Terzella and PPMR. So as far as my back pain, I cannot say that it was hindering my life. It definitely slowed me down. I could no longer walk long distances without taking short breaks. Even simple house chores were problematic. Vacuuming, sweeping, even bending over just to wash dishes. So it definitely affected my life, but it didn't. Well, I guess it did hinder it in a way, because like I said, it slowed me down. I had to take breaks. I had to sit down and, let the back relax. So we learned to live with it to a degree. We just learned to live with it and say, oh, well, this is my life now. And that's probably one thing that I said to myself. I'm like, no, I can't accept that there's not treatment for me anywhere. I just could not accept that. I was too young to say, I'm just going to live with this for the rest of my life. No, I couldn't do that. Well, my first appointment, I'll be honest, that was a while ago, but I will say this about coming to PPMR. I'm not an anxious person, so no, I didn't really feel anxious. I was just like, look, what can you do for me? This is what I'm feeling, and I need you to help me. But Dr. Terzella has such a great personality, and the whole staff is so welcoming. I knew I was in the right place, and I'm not just saying that. I really felt that, and I think I told Dr. T that when I got there, and I'm like, you're going to help me, aren't you? And he was like, I'm going to do my best, but and I was under his care from that point on. So the type of treatments that I got with Dr. Terzella stemmed from, I don't even know, shots. I don't even know what kind of steroid shots. A lot of the procedures I don't remember, or everything that he did, but definitely, I think one was called RFA, radio frequency ablation. Mm-hmm. We did that. He injected shots directly into my back nerves. He can't just, go to certain things without trying other things first. So that's what he did. He's like, okay, we're going to start here. If that doesn't work, we'll go to this. If that doesn't work, we'll go to that. And that's what we did. So I think I was under his care for a good 3-4 years. So the process of the BeautiFill, they take blood from you. They extract the plasma from that blood, and then they extract your fat, and they mix that fat with the plasma, and then that is what they inject into your areas of pain. It was a little painful. I mean, you're not put under or anything like that, but I mean, you're getting injected into your knees, or I did, knees and in your back. But hey, I was game for it, down for anything. I think I was there for about maybe 2 to 3 hours. But then again, his staff was wonderful. He's wonderful. I think the nurse, I think it was Tabby, held my hand the whole time. Kind of bear hugged me a little bit when it was a little rough. But it was an interesting experience. But my knees, I walked away from that. Well, I'm not gonna say walked away. I'd have someone bring me home, but within a week or two, no more knee pain. Yeah. And beforehand, my knees were like crunchy. You could hear them like old stairs. They were, they were like crackling. And I don't have any of that. They used to give way on me while I'd walk, and I just would walk and my knee would just give out. None of that since BeautiFill. None of that. Right, and it basically used my own body to heal myself. There was no intervention or of any drugs or anything. This was my blood, my plasma, my fat. All of that was mine, and he injected it into my areas of pain. So yeah, it was amazing. Just the way that even when he explained it to me, I was like, my own body is healing itself because of what's inside me. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? I would totally recommend Dr. Terzella and PPMR team. And I have actually, and I don't know if they ever follow through with it, but I have told people about my experience, and I have told them mainly about my knees and how much he helped me. I told them how much of a great doctor he just is, and his whole staff. To me, I don't want to be all cheeky or anything, but they're family, because I even went back for a couple of times for my back, and everybody remembered me, and everyone was so friendly. But yeah, I would completely recommend Dr. Terzella and PPMR, because I like the way that he attacks a situation and walks you through it. His communication is superb. He lets you know everything that he's doing. He explains it well. And he just takes you in and makes sure that he's giving you the best care. Yeah. So what I would say to someone that was experiencing some type of pain in their lives, and they feel like they're not getting the help, or that they don't even know if help is available, I would just encourage them to really just keep looking. Find the doctor that works for you. Find the doctor that's listening to you. Don't settle. Don't settle. And it's your body. You must be your best advocate. And I know we like to look at doctors and just rely on their experience and their expertise. But again, you have to be your own best advocate. And if something's not working for you, there is no problem with you going and finding another doctor. There are too many doctors out there that somebody's going to give you the relief that you need. Somebody is going to listen to you. Someone is going to take a different approach than what you've seen. Someone is going to tell you that I can help you. Mm-hmm. And don't give up until you find that person. Your pain is real. And even though I said earlier, I thought I was just going to have to live this way. And I said, no, I don't. Be your best advocate and get the help that you need, even if you have to go through multiple doctors. But if you go to Dr. Terzella, you won't need to go to multiple doctors.